welcome back to my channel. This is Soul Talk episode 9, and I just want to thank y'all for even clicking on this video. Make sure y'all give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Be truthful and subscribe to my YouTube, y'all. I'm trying to get my followers up. But today's topic is going to be balancing life. I feel like this is something that I really struggled with the past 2 years of my life, about the past 2 years of my life. Just being pregnant, I feel like I really lost my way, and postpartum was a real struggle for me, and trying to develop that balance to get back to myself was a true struggle for me. So I'm gonna give y'all some tips and just some thoughts that I had came up with to help y'all along the way. And I actually usually only have one Bible verse for y'all, but today I have 3 of them. I just felt like I couldn't find one Bible verse to sum up what I wanted to talk to y'all about today. So I was like, I'll just read all 3 of them and we can break them down together. I'm going to read them off to you guys. I haven't written down. I didn't want to say the wrong thing. So we got Genesis chapter 2 verse 2. We have Isaiah chapter 41 verse 3 and Philippians chapter 4 verse 13. So we're gonna read them. Starting off with Genesis. It says, by the 7th day God finished the work he had been doing. So on the 7th day he rested. The key word in this verse for me is rested. Okay, God set his butt down and he rested. That's what we need to do. I feel like a lot of times we are so driven to do what we have to do that you want to keep going. And sometimes you have to take a break for yourself. And sometimes with me and how I interpret it, because I definitely do rest, I do sleep. I just need a mental break away from my day-to-day life, from working. Have a break from Cahri. I love my baby to death, but sometimes you just need a mental break, just me time. And it can be something simple of like taking a bubble bath. Like I love taking baths, and that's just a simple quietness, just taking a bath while Cahri is probably at daycare or at her people's house, and just having that moment. So this one is Isaiah chapter 41 verse 13, and it says, for I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you. Do not fear and I will help you is my biggest takeaway from this scripture, because I feel like he's telling you, like, just work hard, do what you have to do, pray, manifest. Faith without works is dead. Just put in the work and God will literally lead you to where you're supposed to be. If you're doing righteousness, and doing right and putting in the work that you need to, God will literally lead you to where you need to be. Have full faith in him. He gonna take you to where you need to go. And I felt like when I was trying to find balance after giving birth, I had to put my faith back into God. I had to pray, and that's where I started, and I felt like that helped me to get me back to where I needed to be. Now, Philippians chapter 4 verse 13 is a very popular scripture that a lot of people know. The scripture reads as this, and this is the amplified version. So it reads, I can do everything through him who gives me strength. Yes, this is kind of similar to the last one we just read, but I feel like when I was at, I want to say one of the lowest moments of my life is like right after I had bubbles. Like postpartum depression is a real thing that a lot of people do not speak about, but I feel like I had to learn how to find my balance within myself, within my peace, my happiness, my love, as well as my career, just day-to-day life, working, balancing life with Cahri, balancing life with friends and family. Like all of that, it was just taking a toll on me. And I just feel like I had to put my faith in God, and that's where I started. I just started there. I started to pray every day, a few times a day, just praying for simple things of finding the strength that I need, finding the focus that I need, finding the love that I need for certain things and aspects of things that I'm trying to do. And I think it's really important for people to find balance in their life. And I feel like the first thing that I did to try to find this balance was to pray. I wanted to, number one, build my relationship with God a little bit stronger, and so I just started praying more. I took time for myself to go like sit out on my balcony and just enjoy the weather and meditate, breathe, and just pray. That kind of created a focus for me, like within my mindset of what I wanted to do, where I wanted to be, and how I wanted to love people, you know, just love myself, love my daughter, just to create that balance. And I feel like I started off by praying. Once I did that, I felt like I started getting these thoughts in my head and in my heart with God telling me to like focus on me. And I feel like for a really long time, God has been telling me to focus on me. And I didn't do that. Like, I feel like I'm the type of person that I'm always helping people, always supporting people. And I really never set time for myself. And I felt like during this time, I think it was the beginning of COVID and like quarantine or whatever, and I just kind of like went MIA. And a lot of people probably think I was being shady, but I don't owe nobody no explanations or anything that I do. So I just kind of just did me, and I focused on myself. I focused on my self-worth, my self-love, where I wanted to be in life, the type of mother that I wanted to be for Cahri. I just feel like I needed direction. So I really did. I started off with prayer. I felt like the past 2 years have been very difficult for me, especially with after having an unexpected pregnancy, being a single mom, wanting to achieve my goals in life. How do I do all of that? How do I balance all of that? Like, it's a lot to handle. And I just felt like taking time for myself, and praying to God helped me tremendously. Like, now I'm at a place where I am actually setting goals for myself weekly. Like, okay, this is what I want to do this week. This is what I'm gonna achieve today. This is what I'm gonna work on tomorrow. And actually taking the time to do it. And like the Bible say, like, you know, on that 7th day, God rested. I give myself space during the week where I can just sit down and just rest, you know, and just breathe and absorb the energy and absorb my daughter's energy and just, you know, be there. So I think that is really important. I feel like it's important to find the balance. It's important to be disciplined, which is probably half the battle when finding balance. And this is such a broad category, and it's kind of hard for me to like give y'all pinpoint like exact tips for you guys. But another thing that I do is I write down my goals and what I want to achieve and what do I need to do to get to those goals to achieve them, how long it's going to take me to do them, when can I do them. That is probably the best thing that you can do, even if it's down to like visiting friends. Like, hey, you know, twice a month I'm going to visit friends. And I can pick 2 different people and just put them in my schedule, put them in my calendar. And I know like some people aren't like a planner. I'm a planner type person, so it helps me to do better. But if you're spontaneous, just make sure you're finding balance with your personal life and also whatever else that you want to do. Even I plan stuff out for me and Cahri, like taking Cahri to like her little gym classes or going on a walk or just taking her to the park. Like, it's really good to do those. And I'm not pinpoint like, oh, I'm to the T, you know, like by the books, because I will often be like, okay, I'm not doing this today, I'm gonna work on this tomorrow, I'm gonna swap some things around, which makes me spontaneous. But yeah, so it's kind of hard for me to give people tips because I don't know what's going on in their day-to-day life. I just know what I did for myself that kind of helped me find balance within my life, especially after birth, giving birth to Cahri. And I also feel like the number one thing is to be patient. You have to pray. You have to be patient, and you have to wait on God's timing. Everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. You will get this urge and tell you to go and do something, and you just know, okay, this is the time. This is it. You just have to wait. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too confusing for y'all. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I felt like it was so much running through my head to try to like communicate what I'm trying to say to y'all. But I hope y'all got what I was trying to say. So give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. As always, y'all, love and prayers.